are with the Omega Level Nerds. D Square. I don't know if he ever tells you to get in the chopper. Get in it now. Come kill me. I'm here. J100.
Her.
Yeah, she was.
I can holler at her. I gotta fight Cyclops and Wolverine to get that Jean Grey. Never mind, forget all that. I'm gonna hit up.
Right, exactly.
Jelly Rose.
But I'm very, very looking forward to a Doctor Doom that does not suck. I'm actually looking forward to more figures since I do collect them.
And Volsker. Naked.
You know what's funny is I was about to say, could it be that Marvel Girl looks like she's trying to get Twitch viewers?
Yeah, exactly. Are gonna get real nerdy for you real nerds. It's Omega Level Nerd time. D Square with you, of course, with the other Omega Level Nerds. We got J100, we've got Volsker, and we have Jelly Rose. Well, it has been an interesting week in our world, particularly the world of geekdom. So let's start off with our most spiciest topic, which is Gina Corano, who we've talked about before on the show, has been fired from Lucasfilm. So this is a big victory for the Twitter sphere that has basically been trying to cancel her. What happened this time? Well, she retweeted a tweet that suggests being a Republican is equal to being, someone of Jewish descent and being hunted down by the Nazis. So Lucasfilm, during the Holocaust, right. So Lucasfilm let her go. And obviously, I think most everyone can agree that, that is not the case. If you're a Republican or conservative, you certainly, are not having that experience. With that said, me personally, I'm not with cancel culture. I believe that if an argument is strong, it should withstand the fact that there is a counter argument, unless, of course, we're talking about evil, killings and things like that. Nonetheless, so I guess there's no chance of her being in the next Deadpool, so I guess we could throw that out of the window. But hey, I'm sure Disney told her to stop, and she didn't. And as with any company, they have a right. You may not agree with the way they lean politically, but nonetheless, it's their right. It looks like Gina was just stubborn to prove a point. I don't know. But of course, she's been picked up by a right-wing pundit. So what does this really all mean? She's just going to go, over there. This could really have even been a publicity stunt. What's really the ridiculous part here, and I will get the other, of course, Omega Level Nerds' thoughts on this, but I did want to opine a little bit here. What's really ridiculous, this thing has developed over the week, is now there's the hashtag cancel Disney Plus. Cancel Disney Plus over Gina Carano? I mean, my lord. I mean, I understand the way that she brought the personality of a junk droid to the role of Gina. I mean, my lord, we can't deal without that, can we, in The Mandalorian? I mean, geez. You understand, I have two daughters. Do you understand how much joy the Disney Plus app brings to them, to me, and you what? So there we have it.
I don't even watch it, and I know she's just a little side character. Who the fuck cares about her?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was getting her own show actually next year. And that was canceled, rumors are, back in November when this shit first started happening. Like right after they announced the next year's worth of shit, like that Republican Soldier show was her show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I have heard that they are looking to recast her. Rumor has it Jon Favreau thinks that they should just go ahead and end the character. So not sure what your guys' thoughts on that either. But yeah, there we have it. So that's what has been pretty much trending all week. J100, what do you think?
I understand that people have their ways of thinking and thought, and I'm well aware of that. Obviously, because of my experiences online, right? And me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm weird, radical. I don't know. I don't know. Just read stuff and then, just follow history, but whatever. There's a couple of things though that are a little weird to me about this. As far as like what she was doing, right? So overall, at the end of the day, I was thinking about it like this, like cancel culture. I don't really understand, like, not every you don't have a right to be a Star Wars character. You don't have a right to be a famous actress. You don't have a right to, make millions of dollars because of this, right? So my thing is for those people who get, quote unquote canceled for their ridiculous behavior, ridiculous, actions or whatever it is, you're gonna be okay. Especially Gina, you're gonna be okay. Number one. Number two, there are almost 500,000 people dead. Wear masks, stay home as much as you can. Okay. That's how you beat a pandemic. You ever heard of a place called Wuhan, China? Yeah, that's where it came from. They're done with it because they did what they needed to do. That's how you end viral infection. That's how you end. That's how we got rid of the Spanish flu. That's how you get rid of any viral pandemic, is to sit down and be safe. Okay. So anti-vaxxers are really weird to me because they get people killed. The election has been verified by, I don't like, at the end of the day, she's just a very not intelligent person and just broadcasted onto the world, and then expects to get paid millions of dollars because of it, which it is the word I'm looking for, which is how reality is. Basically, there's people get paid millions of dollars to say stupid shit all day. But Disney doesn't have to keep you on for that. And the whole thing about the Jewish stuff, not like I'm an expert or anything like that, since I get in trouble for the stuff, but like that,
Right.
She wasn't being anti-Semitic. I hate when people say that. Anytime you say anything that has the word Jews and everybody says you're saying something, you're being anti-Semitic because you're not, kissing their butt. Sometimes they do terrible. Everybody has the capacity to do terrible things, even them. And even black people and stuff like that too, right? So you just have to have a context. But overall, at the end of the day, she's just stupid. And like,
Right.
I'm sorry if that like hurt somebody's feelings, but like that's not all the things that she doubled down on and lost her like a dream role for is stupid. So bye, and I hope they don't recast the character. You are a soldier, so you're gonna have to die. Okay, I don't really want Gina Corano back or Cara Dune back, but if they do, it is what it is. I don't know. I this just really bugs me because like so many people have died and have been hurt. I've had COVID myself, all this other stuff like that. It was not something that you want to deal with. I mean, it's not, and I didn't even have it that bad. I just was really tired and like exhausted and couldn't breathe and out of my nose. Like my chest kind of felt like a weird whatever, but like people have died. People have issues that they can't come back from because of this stuff. And you're telling people that wearing masks is you shouldn't wear a mask. They're just trying to control you and all this other kind of stuff like that. Like, come on, dude, like, seriously. So the reaction to people trying to get her to come back or whatever. I really think that the transgender stuff is what got her in trouble in the first place. And even though they talked about the show and like all this other kind of stuff like that, I think she was done then. The first time
she got the talk,
I think she was done. I think she got the talk, but I think that she was
I got
done
that
anyway because they're, you know what I mean? It's not like they're shooting right. Well, I mean, they're kind of filming. They're about to be filming, but it's not even like they're filming and stuff right now. So she's just like in her free time doing her thing. Like, come on, man. And the last thing, a lot of people were comparing Pedro Pascal's posts, like, and they say, well, he said this. Nah. Okay, so Republicans, conservatives, whatever. Y'all went to the Capitol with Nazi flags and wearing Auschwitz hoodies, Auschwitz death camp, hoodies and stuff like that. You may not be a Nazi, but you are politically aligned with them. Therefore, his posts are kind of accurate, considering that, like, I don't know, I do this on my own time, but 14 points of fascism. The Trump administration was literally every single. I mean, America is like 98% of it, but like the Trump administration was everything. The dude tried to steal an election, like literally got his people to, like, that is all the way down the list. If you go look on the list. So,
well, so that aside,
I don't know
though,
what to tell you, like,
but that aside, like what you said, it, they have the right to do this.
yeah,
if
you
Pedro
do.
Pascal's political leanings are more toward what Disney is wanting to promote, and he's the bigger star, he's an actual actor. He's going to get more chops.
I don't think it's what Disney wants to promote, but Disney is a corporation. They're conservative as hell. What the difference of it is Pedro was accurate and Gina was wrong. Everything she said is wrong. Factually, people are dead. People can identify how they need to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're wrong.
Sure,
and you hurt.
You
people.
could come.
And
you
so
could come to that.
Talking
conclusion.
about Nazis is gonna hurt somebody. Good, because fuck those guys. Sorry.
Didn't Pedro also come out, like, there's rumors that, like, his sister was gay and he came out supporting the community, so he's done a lot.
Well, yeah, he's got the pronouns in his profile. He's got all the check marks there. But even, and I understand what Jay's saying, but political or not, like, Disney is aligned with A, and Pedro Pascal does A. B, they don't want B. And I know I've gotten the talk in my personal life. This was a while ago, but I had an employee really bug the shit out of me. I went on social media, talked junk about him. Screenshot got to the director of the call center. He pulled me in and was simply like, we're not going to ever have to talk about this again, right? Yes, sir. Yes, Mr. Stitt. That's right. And that's why I don't do that sorts of thing on social media.
No.
She got that talk.
Double down.
Right, exactly. So there you go.
There's also rumors too that Disney rewrote a lot of their contract requirements after the whole James Gunn situation.
Sure.
So they're a lot more strict on what you can do.
Yeah.
Versus what, like, that bullshit. Unfortunately, James Gunn, they kind of went back years in his comedy days and then tried to throw that in his face. This was like, no, you're done. Yeah. Period.
This was
James
after
Gunn
the talk.
one was really stupid.
Yeah.
The James Gunn one was really stupid because, like, it was a bad joke, but it was you seriously tell it's a joke. And, like, I understand that, like, jokes can be hurtful, especially like, I don't mean to say it like this, but, like, this is what it is. A lot of like right-wing conservative whatever comedy is just sarcastic statements of, like, their political leanings. And so, like, it's funny to them, but then, like, even me, when I try to be very, like, open-minded and, like, try to see where people are coming from and then judge it based off of, what I think they're trying to say and whatever. But, like, I get it, but it's not ever funny. And a lot of their comedy usually just down, which is the opposite of what comedy is supposed to do. So and James Gunn's joke was just really bad, but, like, to lose a whole movie and have it get pushed like that was a little much. Gina Carano is just wrong, and then
expendable,
hurting millions of people, right? Millions of people potentially. What I mean by hurting is, like, putting them in harm's way. Like, that rhetoric gets people killed. The anti-mask, anti-vaccine, rhetoric gets people killed. it's killing people now. You know what I'm saying? Pedro Pascal talking about. I mean, it was a bad meme that he shared with the little kids and the looked like it was like a cell, but it's actually a picture from like a kids playing in a soup kitchen in the Gaza Strip, which is bad enough if you understand the context of that. But but the idea at least that he was trying to portray is accurate. We're doing those things now, even in this administration. They just named it something different. I was reading an article about it yesterday. They call it something different, but they're putting more people in cages and separating families. So like, okay, America, can we like not do this? And then with the other meme, again, I understand that like a lot of people, I forgot what it's called. What's the thing with it when you make everything about Nazis? What is it? The whatever's
when you make everything about Nazis.
Yeah, I forgot. It was there was a term for it. I can't remember.
Comics in the 1940s. No.
Right. But even with that one, like again, when you look at the images of those people down at the Capitol, I'm sorry, if I actually truly was like a Republican or whatever, and I somewhat agreed in that, and I went down to the Capitol, and I'm like, oh shit, there's Nazi flags everywhere, I might need to reassess where I'm coming from. And so I understand people have the right to believe what they want to believe, but like,
it's been established for quite some time that Nazis are bad, though. So yeah, you're
right.
You have freedom of speech, right? And everyone kind of takes that as a, hey, I can say and do whatever I want because that's my right. Well, there's no, hey, you can do and say everything you write with no consequences or no repercussions. That's not part of it. And people don't understand that. They think they can say and do whatever the fuck they want. And then when they get, hey, you can't do that, they're like, freedom of speech. And it's like, no, that's not how that works at all. Not at all. Like, you're being stupid. And just because you have the right to an opinion or right to say something doesn't mean it's correct, doesn't mean it's right, and doesn't mean I'm not going to punch you in the face.
Or fire you.
Right.
There you go.
Remember, guys,
it's just really weird because I literally live the juxtaposition. All right, me and Gina Corano share a same fate. Okay, I was historically accurate about the situation and was proving it as I was talking, and she was and she didn't even say anything. She just shared a picture, but that whole thing, like that whole like quote, whatever that was, it was just ahistorical and stupid. It was just stupid. And like, even though I kind of understand their point, like, oh, it's a bad thing, y'all walk around with Nazis. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, they're in your crew. There's
listen, there's a good let me just add though, just disclaimer. And I know what you're talking about, Jay. And you're right, those people are out there. There are group conservatives that don't, and I'm not speaking as a conservative because I'm only conservative on maybe one or two issues. Everything else, I just want to put that out there that you can't, blanket, but nonetheless, the imagery was there. And if you are on that side of the aisle, you should definitely be against that. And maybe that we should have some more evidence that you are.
That's why for me, like, I get in trouble. I mean, that's a good part of the reason why, like, I don't know, right? In this time of my life, for whatever reason, I feel like I'm just like alienated and I don't know. I feel alone at the moment, but like not in like a way, but like that's just what's going on. Nobody really fucks with me anymore.
Why you feel like that? Just remember this: people rather listen to a groundhog about winter than science about a pandemic.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. So like when coming up in my literal like growing up political story, or like not political, but like where I aligned story, whatever, was I was a little kid and I saw the Clinton election happening. And I saw these colors and the red and the blue on the map, and I'm like, I'm so confused. What is this? Right? In kindergarten or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And so I started reading up some stuff, and they should tell you about the Democrats, they tell you about the Republicans, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess if I have to choose, because that's what you do here, like, I guess it's this. And then, as I got older and I started reading Malcolm X and Martin Luther King and Angela Davis and Black Panthers and blah 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 blah, I was like, oh, I don't even really think I'm a Democrat because like I don't align with that. So even though that's what the two main political parties are in this country, which is I think the point, like to give people like a binary choice. I'm not one of them. I don't support
both shitty
most of
parties.
them. I don't agree with. I don't. And so because they have racists, and I'm saying the Democrats, because they have racists and they have hateful people and hurtful people that are a part of that shit too. I put my ideological power, if you will, where it needs to be. I don't just join the team because those are the only two teams. I'm literally not a Browns fan in Cleveland, proudly. You know what I'm saying? Because I couldn't deal with. I don't like how they make me feel. I don't care if they went to the playoffs. I don't like how they made me feel. So why should I just support them because I live in Cleveland? That's never really made sense to me. And so I don't, and I feel so much better. And you know what I mean? Like, yeah, my team's not that great either, but like, I don't know. I just like the history. I like the colors. I like the teams. I like, you know what I mean? Like the spirit of the organization. Like it just makes me feel
real quick.
And that. So I don't know. I don't know why people don't re-examine themselves and like grow and put themselves in mindsets and groups and whatever that are actually trying to do some real things. But
that's a very nuanced answer.
That's why people, they start viewing things the way they view things because it's groupthink, and they want to boost up Gina to let her know that she's a part of the group. And that's what I was telling you, D, when we were talking on Facebook. If I changed my content right now and I started doing some Candace Owens type stuff, give it a week.
Or like an Eric July.
I will have a job.
Yeah.
I will have a dream broadcasting job. They'll pay me handsomely. Like that's the game. And I don't like to do that groupthink. I mean, I do like to do groupthink, but I like to do groupthink about positive things for communities and people and families and children and stuff like that. So people think that what I believe and what I talk about is hurtful and harmful, and okay, I mean, fine, but Gina Corano is talking about helping hundreds of thousands more people die. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Just remember the colors and the colors and history of Cincinnati derives exactly from Cleveland, so it's okay.
I know, yeah. And he was like, you know what? If I could make one change, I'm gonna take out this poop. I'm gonna put in black.
We'll always be interconnected with that.
I agree. That's exactly why I'm a Bengals fan. I still get to represent my home just in another way.
Right.
I want to kind of go back to like her being like anti-mask, and I do want to point this point out. 59 days. 59 days is how many days my aunt has been in ICU. She's had a trach put in. She can't breathe. Her lungs are filled with fluid constantly. She's been moved to another hospital in Lorraine. She's kind of getting better. My husband's aunt also, same thing, is in ICU for COVID.
Wow.
My mother, a nurse, refuses to talk to me about how her day of work is because she's like, really, just don't ask. I can't even talk. I said, Mom, she's like, I can't even tell you if I'm okay. I don't want to talk about work. That is how bad COVID is, that your mom doesn't even want to talk to you anything to do with work.
It's frontline employees as well as patients. It's really fucking them over. That's for sure.
I'm sorry to hear that too, Jelly. That's terrible.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, you're right. It's no joke. It's serious. I mean, and you can't even say that healthy people will, get through it with no problem. Example, I know we were just talking about football in the Cleveland Browns. Of course, Myles Garrett, a defensive end on the Cleveland Browns, did contract COVID. Okay, we're talking about a human that is in peak human physical condition, the
like
best condition.
Like Captain America.
Right, yeah.
Dude is a beast.
He has not been right since. He can't breathe right still. So put your mask on. Don't put crazy rhetoric out there that can get people killed. And then you continue to deliver your dry lines for the shock trooper from Alderaan. But, of course, not in this reality.
Oh, that was another thing I wanted to say. I went into the IMDb yesterday, right? And I even posted, where did I post it? I think I posted it on Facebook. Gina Corano was only in 7 episodes. Y'all losing your mind over this. Like, I mean, I wouldn't even say a side character because she's only been in 7 episodes, but like she really is like an actual afterthought that even Mando was surprised to see when he went back to the planet that they were from.
What
Like,
are you
damn,
doing here?
you still here? Oh shit! I thought you was doing your thing. And then she gave one of her lines, and you just like, oh, just shoot somebody, Gina. God damn, you just stop talking. But,
just go back to UFC.
Rosario Dawson was in 2 episodes and literally changed the trajectory and tone of the whole show.
Yeah, it's kicked ass.
You know what I mean? So you want to talk about rising stars in the Star Wars franchise? I mean, even though Rosario Dawson already is like a big star herself or whatever, but like she's not in. Well, now she is, but like she wasn't in the Star Wars franchise. So you want to talk about big star in the Star Wars franchise? Like Rosario Dawson being Ahsoka Tano is going to be as big of a name as Luke Skywalker and Anakin and Darth Vader and Yoda. Like that's what's going to end up happening. Nobody cares about Cara Dune. Okay. I figured that she was going to die in that one episode where they went and tried to do the little thing. You know, I forgot when he went back to the, I don't even see. That's what I'm saying. I don't even remember what happened in the damn scene. You're not forgettable, Gina. You just look good, kind of.
Took his helmet off first time.
Yeah.
You look good, kind of.
This is uglified her. She's lost all shape to me now. I don't see.
Yeah, I understand. You mentioned IMDb there, Jay, and it's funny that you mentioned that because I was actually I know you're a big fan of the Borderlands game, and there's a Borderlands movie being cast right now, and so I checked out IMDb to see who was in this, and I was like,
fucking money at people. Like,
I mean, yeah, this is fun, and I don't even know a whole lot about actors. I'm with Jelly. Who's Magneto? Cool. Professor
Everybody
X,
knows
gotcha.
Jack Black, though, let's be honest.
Well, let's go down it. And Jay, I don't play the game. Volsker, Jelly, do you play Borderlands, or is Jay going to be our subject matter expert here?
It's
I
all Jay.
played the first.
The first one?
I haven't gotten to the other ones yet, but I've watched some of the second and the third because my brothers play it.
Okay, cool. So here we have David Ramsey as Roland. So is that a major character?
No, that would be Kevin Hart.
Okay, why does it say David Ramsey? Okay. I must
probably should have been David. I don't know who that is, but it should have been David Ramsey. No, it should have been David. David Ramsey's the Allstate guy, isn't he?
No.
I should know that, and I don't.
David Ramsey starts.
Oh, David Ramsey's actually, you know what?
David
Ramsey would have been. He was. Oh God, what was he in? Damn it! Oh, he was in the Arrow.
Right. Yeah, Arrow. What am I? Okay.
Is that
so? We got
was John. What's his name? John Stewart. No, John. I don't know. I don't watch DC bullshit. The black Green Lantern motherfucker.
Oh, John Stewart. John Stewart.
Is it John Stewart? Okay, I did say it right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah. So
you're right. It's Kevin Hart.
Be Roland.
Yep.
Yeah.
Kate Blanchett as Lilith.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jack Black as what's that little droid's name? Claptrap.
That I know. That dude's a smart ass, like robot.
Claptrap is cool. Then you get to the second game, and
I don't see him being Claptrap's freaking adorable, and I don't see Jack Black being Claptrap.
I think he's gonna be the voice. Claptrap's probably gonna be.
If you think of like Tenacious D and how he is,
I think it's gonna be stupid.
He brings that energy that really. So, and I think His voice might not
Stupid.
match, but
It's
like
gonna be
that
stupid.
comedy, I think. I don't know. I'm excited actually.
No.
I love
It's-
Tenacious D, so
Jamie Lee Curtis
Yeah.
as Tannis. So yeah. Again, I haven't played the games,
a lot of
but
people interested in that.
I knew one person out of the persons you said.
so Lilith
So the
Claptrap.
spirit of Borderlands is this comedically kind of Wild West frontier alien type of game that with the way that it's drawn and colored and acted, it's just like one of those just like wild and crazy kind of comedic looter shooters. So I
Claptrap's like, look at
understand.
me, I'm dancing, I'm dancing.
Right, exactly.
It's just in my head.
So I think I get where they're trying to go with the Kevin Hart and the Jack Black, but Roland is pretty serious though. And Tannis is young, and Jack Black I can see, and Kate Blanchett I could see, because Lilith at least I don't know what story they're gonna try to tell either. I don't know if they're gonna try to tell like the Borderlands story, or they're just gonna make a new Borderlands story. But I mean, I guess they would have to do a regular one because there's Roland in it. But then at the same time, there's other characters that are very important. Like I don't use all the other ones, so I don't know their names. Like there's Brick, and there's Brick. There's what's the sniper dude? Mordecai, and then I guess Lilith. I don't know. I think I don't know. I haven't played the first one in a long ass time, but
This writer is interesting. So if this gives you an idea, the writer is the one who did Scary Movie 3 and 4. He did Hangover 2 and 3.
They're gonna ruin it.
He did Chernobyl, the award-winning HBO series, and he did the pilot for The Last of Us HBO series.
Doesn't everyone always make fun of Hangover 2 and 3? How about terrible it was?
It was the same movie, just added extra touches.
It's just cheap. It's cheap writing. I mean, but he can write it, so I guess it is what it is. But I hate saying that. It'd be like that sometimes. I don't know what story they're gonna try to tell. I'm very skeptical of this. When I heard that they were thinking of making a Borderlands movie in the first place, I just knew if they make a Borderlands movie, the movie is going to be for the masses, not the gamers, because there aren't enough Borderland gamers to pay for this movie. So
you don't think so?
They're gonna try to appeal it to the masses, and they would have played it then, because it's not a story for everybody. You know what I mean? So I'm a little weird. I'm a little wary of this. I feel like Jelly does, where I think it's just gonna suck. Jack Black is gonna have to carry it, and Claptrap is not the character to carry. But I don't know what story they're gonna tell. So I mean, I guess we'll wait and see. But I'm not very hopeful.
Interesting. See, I would think that it seems like it has a pretty big following. So I
need a Claptrap plushie.
Yeah.
A big one. I'm gonna make one. I'm gonna do that.
I was gonna get the Claptrap phone holder thing, so I could have my phone somewhere on my desk that wasn't. I don't lose it all the time. But I don't know. I just had to.
Is Clap
come with an RC? At
I was
one
gonna
point,
say I want a little one.
A what?
I think one of the 2 or 3 came with like an RC Claptrap, like the collector's edition, where you can actually like drive around.
I'm not sure.
Is that like the little trash can? Does it look like a trash can with a wheel? Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
You did not just call him a trash can with a wheel. Adorable, advanced adorableness. That's all I got. He's cute.
The game overall is trying to tell a story about corporate greed, and I mean that's the main theme of all 3 games that I've played thus far. It's corporate greed, and then the last one was family neglect or something like that. I don't know. It kind of threw it off a little
Whoa.
bit, but they still were telling the corporate story. So Claptrap, the reason why he's so whatever is he was made by this one corporation, and then when this dude named Handsome Jack became the CEO, he hated Claptrap so much because he thought they were annoying that he tried to get rid of them all, but one of them survived. So the Claptraps were like important in the first game, but in between the first and the second game, the the bad guy for the second game became a boss, and he tried to kill them all. And there was actually a little DLC that gets in the Claptrap, which is so fucking annoying. Oh, I hate doing that DLC, but it gives context to Claptrap's story and how important he is to Borderlands, but like he's just a weird character. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like Jack Black is gonna have to carry it because like Kevin Hart making Roland. I don't know. He's just gonna do the and that's
right.
That's not Roland. That. And I don't know what story they're trying to tell, so I don't know. I can't really judge, but I'm not really looking forward to it.
So this Roland guy, is he intimidating?
He's like a Boy Scout type of dude. He's you know what I mean. Like he's a soldier. He used if I remember his backstory, I think he used to be a soldier for one of the corporations.
Grizzled ex-soldier turned mercenary.
Yeah, and then he broke out and tried to become a vault hunter, which is the whole point of the story. You got these people that were contracted to go get pieces of this ancient vault, so the corporation that hired them can ransack it, and they find out what it is as they were going along because Tannis is a scientist, and she's been studying the shit and found out there was like some alien stuff, and yeah, so that's their thing. So through all of that, Roland, as a character, when you look at it from a lore point of view, he grows into a rebellion leader, if you will. And the group that you're in the second game is to protect these citizens because this corporation wants to murder them all, and because they did something to the vault in the first game, and he's mad about that. So Roland is there to protect them, and he's their leader, and like all this other kind of stuff like that. So I'm sure Kevin Hart can play it, but Kevin Hart's purpose of being there for the masses is to make you laugh. And I'm just gonna be in wherever I'm gonna watch it. Just
sounds like honestly they picked from the wrong movie. Somebody like Ice Cube would have done better.
No, David Ramsey would have been perfect. He kind of looks like him, to be honest with you. Like straight up, if you're going for like likes, and if you wanted him to be comical, well, he's an actor. Like make him be comical, but a little bit. But Kevin Hart being in it just scares the shit out of me. And then Kevin Hart and Jack Black together doing I don't know. I think it's just gonna be and I think that it'll bring people to Borderlands, but it'll bring people to Borderlands for the wrong reason, and then they're gonna be playing a game like, why ain't he making me laugh? Because that's not his character, and they ruined him. So you know what I mean? Like,
hey, video game movies always turn out well. It's all right, guys. Just
right.
Let me see a trailer. I'll get them up. I'll start a Twitter campaign, get them to change the whole goddamn thing. Play with me. I mean, nobody followed me on Twitter, no way. But if they did, I would use my power.
Right.
Everyone, made Sonic change his face. So
Yeah, but that was trash though. They had to.
It's Sonic.
I didn't even watch the Sonic movie. Didn't the Sonic movie come out? Did it come out?
Yeah. They just announced
came out
too.
A while ago.
The movie was good, actually.
Oh,
he looked way better because they tried to make him look like I don't even know.
I don't know. That was weird. I don't know why they did that.
It looked like shit. Weird.
Little beady eyes and like.
It looked like you know how the Knuckles, the Ugandan Knuckles, which I hate calling it Ugandan Knuckles, but I get why they call it Ugandan because the meme are a bunch of dudes from Uganda. But That's what he looked like. Looked
Mhm.
like Uganda
Yeah.
Knuckles, but blue. They had to change his face, but video game movies are all right. They just always, you know what I mean? Like if you're gonna tell a Resident Evil story, why you wait till after you destroyed the whole franchise to try to reboot the shit? Why don't you just at the first goddamn time? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Lord of mercy.
Yeah, those
Man.
did disappoint me.
In Super Mario, it was definitely about a plumber going into a pipe. And
That one was actually pretty. The story that they were trying to tell
Oh
was
no,
actually pretty
Jay.
good. But
Oh
hey,
jeez.
the story that they were trying to tell was pretty good, but reptilian Koopas and all that, no, that ruined it. That threw me off. It took me a while to actually watch that one, because
I went to the movies with my
of-
grandma when I was young.
I couldn't do it. I think what restaurant, which fast food restaurant had the marketing campaign? Was it McDonald's?
Probably.
I think it was the cups that they were on.
Hmm.
It
Yeah.
freaked me out. I was a kid, so I wasn't going to that shit.
Yeah.
No, that shit freaked me out.
Oh man.
Super
All-time
Mario Bros. Movie.
all-time horrific
Hey,
experience.
the first Pokemon movie was good.
Oh, I remember. I mean, I've never seen it, but I remember that. I remember people loving that movie.
Oh, it was awesome.
Anime one
Yeah, I remember people
or
saying, "Oh,
the detective?
Mewtwo's
Both
like
Ryan Reynolds.
Mewtwo's like Darth Vader. You're gonna love it."
It was the Ryan Reynolds one. I didn't watch that one either. I feel
The
bad.
newest remake was weird.
You talking about the one where Pikachu talked?
No, I'm talking about where they took the first movie and they redid it.
Oh,
in
the weird 3D
different
anime.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one I watched with Haley. But the original, I remember.
I
me
couldn't
and
even watch
Mark
the whole
actually got
thing.
taken out to school early to watch it. It was awesome.
I can't get down with Pokemon at all.
Pokemon.
Yeah,
You don't like the
you're.
Pokemon
I was
monsters?
just-
That's
I
past.
was just too
You
old.
probably were in
yeah.
high school when that shit came out, huh?
I was out of high. Well, yeah, I when did it come out? 90. I
I was in
graduated in
elementary
99.
school.
I think it was 94,
Okay, so I was
95.
yeah, and then right after high school, I worked in at Funko Land, and I just all the
Went right
kids
through
would
the craze.
come in. Yeah, all the kids would we'd have a big sign on the door, no Pokemon cards, and they'd still come in like, do you have Pokemon cards? And it's like, you motherfucker, I don't want to put that. I'm trying to play some Final Fantasy VII here, and you're coming to my store. Anyway, so yeah,
Man.
I don't get down with Pokemon.
I gotta get.
But you-
Hey, I need me a foil. I need me a foil Charizard, fam. Okay, you got some Pokemon cards, bro? Come on, I need.
Oh my god,
Need a
the
foil
Charizard.
Don't even say
and
that
it
to
was
my
cool.
daughter because she'll start pulling out boxes and boxes. Oh, I got this one, and I got an
Like-
EXGX something foil extended art. Some
Have you
shit. I don't
ever
know.
played or seen the trading card game, D?
I've seen it played a little bit. Other than that, the only
It's a
thing
pretty-
Go ahead.
I was gonna say it's a pretty smooth and fluid card game for a card game.
Really simple.
That's why the cards, on top of the fact that the value or whatever, but and it hasn't changed. So you know how like Yu-Gi-Oh switches like every 9 days.
Mm-hmm.
Pokemon has literally been the same since the trading card game came out. And I remember when the trading card game, because the trading card game actually
Mhm.
was no, I think the cards came out first, but the trading card game was a Game Boy game,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. Red and blue.
and it was dope. It was dope in the Game Boy game, and then collecting the card and technically, I have it right now. You can download Pokemon trading card game online, like game, and it's actually a pretty cool interface and everything. And so the cards that you have in real life, you can there's a code that you can input,
Every
and
pack
then
has a code, and you buy the
Mhm.
decks, you get the decks.
and you can have your real life cards be digital, like you have digital decks
Yeah.
with your real life cards, and you can play online.
Up
It's
smashes
actually really
everyone
cool.
with
But I
the
definitely get where
Charizard
you're
deck.
coming from, because it said it came out in 96. So I was wait, no, that's in Japan. When did it come out?
Yeah, see, I lost my virginity that year, so I wasn't worried about Pokemon.
It was 98 Wizards of the
96. So
Coast.
what was I in like 6th grade?
That's
I think I
about
was in
right.
6th grade. Oh, like that was perfect, and I always had my Game Boy on me.
Mhm.
I had the blue version, but I don't know why I got blue. Red was my favorite color at the time. I think that's why, because red was my favorite color, so I got blue. I don't know, weird logic. But I ended up obviously getting most of them. But once they went past the first 150, that's when it lost me.
I had a
It's too
red Game
much.
Boy, and I had the red version, and then I had a purple light that you know.
Oh,
you
yeah.
could
Light.
do.
Little Nico.
I had the purple
Yeah.
see-through light, and then I had the printer because I
Yeah.
had the camera too, so that I could take
Mhm.
pictures and print them out.
Let's trade. Here, connect to me.
With the
I
link,
never
yup.
owned that. I never owned that camera or that printer, but we had them at FunClan. I used to play with them all the time. I was amazed at how fun that camera was. But yeah, those link cables, that was fucking everything. Waiting in line at Toys R Us so they can transfer you a Mewtwo or some shit like that. I remember, I guess that's, I was
Toys R
well,
Us was awesome. Like there was a Saturday Pokemon League where if you played
Yeah.
the card game, you'd actually
all the little kids would come
fight
in with
the game.
their, yeah.
And then
Oh, they'd
when
come
the
with a little-
DSs had Wi-Fi, all you had to do was stand in an area and you could get your Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the mat. Please stand here.
I understand why it's popular. I was just,
McDonald's
an
gave you
older
Pokemon
kid.
too.
Oh, I know.
You
We've
just had
got
to
those.
go there and connect to the Wi-Fi and you could get your Pokemon.
Speaking of
I knew all the
McDonald's,
spots to the Pokemons.
They have limited edition card
There's
packs
30. Is it 30 or is it 50? I
Say
can't
50.
remember which one. 50. But there's 50 cards. Go to McDonald's and get your cards, guys.
now. It's all different generations.
That's why Nintendo will always be around. As if they didn't already have Mario, Zelda, Metroid, Super Smash Brothers, and every other awesome game under the sun. So, but Pokemon,
adorable.
that is,
Today
yeah,
on
that's
Pokemon Go, because it was Valentine's Day, there was an increase in pink Pokemon.
oh,
Oh shit! I should have. Haley would
I
have
mean-
flipped her shit. She would have.
yeah, I'll make sure.
Oh yeah,
make
none
sure
of this
until
Pokemon
Rourke.
Go. Then there's that one. I kind of like that for
Yeah.
a while, but after that first summer, I was bored. Y'all.
Yeah, it was just a
We
craze.
play Pokemon Go like nuts because in the summer it makes me walk all the way downtown because my kids are like, let's go this way and let's go that, and then I lose like 20
Yeah.
pounds and then it becomes cold and then I gain it all back.
So that's how it goes.
Well, now you can catch them in your house, so you can walk around.
If
your
I
house and
live
catch 'em.
somewhere warm, I would be thinner because I would just walk places. But as soon as it gets cold, I don't leave the house.
Oh yeah,
Right.
that plagues us in Ohio for sure.
But I don't want to go somewhere it's warm. There's things that will eat me, like poisonous snakes and spiders and scorpions and shit.
Treat them like Pokemon. Throw little pebbles or balls at them. And just...
Yeah.
Get you a Super Ball made out of a boulder.
Yeah.
And, gotta catch them all. Gotta catch them all.
Go outside and get
I like
a
pets,
Pokeball.
but
I mean, a rock.
Fuzzy pets.
Yeah.
I mean, I do have a snake.
Spiders have fuzz.
I gave him a fuzzy mouse to eat today, so I guess it's kind of fuzzy.
There you go.
His insides are fuzzy.
Listen, Jelly. You got to be the very best that no one ever was. To catch them,
No.
your real task. Train them is your cause. You got to travel across the land, searching far. Okay, I'm done.
Searching far and
I tried to
wide.
get a pet
Pokemon.
tiger, but Hubs wouldn't let me.
My
Do
dog
what?
I
looks
was
like
gonna
a
ride
tiger.
it. I was gonna get a pet tiger, but Hubs wouldn't let me. I was gonna ride it.
Oh,
And then the
You're gonna call it
stupid guy had to get them
Rowlet,
banned in Ohio because of his stupid zoo. So now I can't get a tiger here.
there was a really big tragedy. I won't go into it. But there's something else that happened
Alright.
in Ohio that made it this guy abandoned a bunch of those exotic animals. And
Yeah.
And they got
when you
out.
do that, they can't nicely capture them. Okay, there's no nicely
I
capturing.
wanted a tiger so that I could put a
Apex
saddle on
predators.
it and ride it into battle.
Oh my god.
You're gonna call it Battle Cat from He-Man. He-Man joke?
No, I was gonna name her Sasha.
All right.
You can name it Lionor.
And I was gonna get another one and name it Raja because I need Sasha and Raja.
Isn't that the one from Aladdin?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I watched Aladdin last night.
Yep. On Disney Plus.
On Disney Plus! Yes!
Mhm.
So, speaking of Disney
The
Plus,
live-action one.
yeah, my kids love that one, and it's actually not half bad. Yeah, it's actually a really good movie. I actually enjoy it.
What, the live action one?
Yeah, I do. I liked
it, but I didn't love it.
Sometimes
I
the
like
Will
the live-action
Smith.
Beauty and Beast.
Yeah, my girls love that. Sometimes,
I like
mean,
the
at
original
parts.
Aladdin.
Him getting with the girl and the kids and like, yeah. I mean,
it's a little different.
Okay, I take that back. That actually is to see the genie be free was good because you don't actually get to see him be free.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, because he
animated
comes
movies.
back with his
But-
summer shirt like he was traveling and shit in the second
Right.
one.
Right.
She's like, we will have 2 kids. He's like, yeah, whatever you
Yeah,
say.
I guess I
just
take
really
that back.
love
I
you.
think I think it was tropey.
A little
And I
bit,
didn't
sure.
I like the trope.
But I think it was well done.
And you will tell them
Yeah, it
stories
was.
and
It was
sing
colorful,
them
the
songs. And he's like,
dancing and
yeah.
the songs and the.
They already announced 2 and 3. That's what they're working on now.
Okay, so that's what they don't need to do. See, now they're
Of
okay.
Aladdin?
Yeah, don't do that.
We're not going to steer
They're
into
gonna
the
do wasn't the second one the
Return of Jafar.
Return of Jafar, and then it was
And
the 40 Thieves was 3, wasn't it?
They lost me at that one. When Gilbert Gottfried's your biggest star, that's not.
Robin Williams came back for the 3rd one.
Oh, did he?
Mhm.
I did not know that.
Return of Jafar, I kind of get, but I don't know. It didn't.
And
It
rip
didn't hit
Robin Williams, by the way. Gone too soon.
right. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let's go
Did you
through
guys?
stuff.
I don't like that Jafar. He was supposed to be older. He did not seem old.
His son is in the Descendants movies. I don't know if you catch those at all. My girls love those Descendants movies.
Jafar's son?
Yeah.
Mine have been
Well, he's in
into
there too.
Lab Rats or whatever that is, which is
Yeah.
also on Disney Plus.
That's right. That's right. Say it's silly.
And Mad Max, which is also on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
They discovered we had Disney Plus. Apparently, they didn't know we had it.
And like Jay said on social media, it's like, okay, yeah, hashtag cancel Disney Plus, but have you seen WandaVision? Like shit like
Yeah,
people
right.
just gonna forget.
It's not
cool
even.
shit
It's
like
not
that.
even about seeing WandaVision.
Right.
You gotta want to see the next episode. So all right, cancel it then, dumbass. You're gonna be
Right.
over a 7-episode whack
Yeah.
ass acting. Y'all just
Not happening. But we watched it though, because we're not canceling Disney Plus, so we saw that. So I know last week we had a couple of mez, and I would say that I think the hype has gone down a little bit. Don't know if I know why, because I thought this was another really cool episode.
I just want to say I was right about something again.
You were.
And you guys are potentially wrong about one of your theories.
That is correct.
I'm curious.
I think there's a fair amount of misdirection here, but
I yelled. I was like, I was right, and I was just like, what the fuck? It was shut up and let us watch this. Like,
well, I always start with you, Jelly, because you're the Wanda fangirl. So spoiler alerts. What did you think? What were you right? What's going on?
So, obviously it's in the next kind of like time frame. It kind of gave me like
Malcolm in the Middle
feel. And I'm just like, oh. So that was interesting. You could see the personality between the two boys. The one thinks the other is a doofus and he's the cooler twin. and you see a little bit of the interaction with the brother, who is kind of trying to take the role of, hey, I'm the cool uncle, I got the kids. And it kind of starts off with Vision kind of being weird, and Wanda's like, what are you doing? He's like, I gotta do this, you go do stuff with them. And she goes and hangs out with her brother, and because I still don't understand that part, but whatever.
I have a theory for that, by the way.
Oh yeah, we'll definitely talk about that. There's a lot going on there.
There's a lot. And as this is going on, we go back to, would you call that one soldier guy who's in charge?
Oh yeah, it was
Mr.
Hayward
Poopy,
Hayward
Stinky
McShitty
McButtface or
face.
something.
Hayward McShitty face. Yep.
We kind of see, him taking over and kicking everybody out, and it's
ultra
like
shitty face.
Yeah.
mega super ultra shitty face over here. And we I got lost. Hold on.
McShitty face.
Because then I was remembering about Darcy, because I like her, but we'll go back to that later. But they sneak back in and they're looking at shit because they're trying to figure out what Mr. McShittyface is doing. And they realize he's been, keeping track of, all the residents and Vision.
Decaying vibranium.
Right. So decaying vibranium, does that mean, obviously he's quote unquote dead? Does that mean he's slowly deteriorating inside as well?
That's interesting because, yeah, I thought that too. Like, decaying vibranium. Does vibranium decay?
Right. So then that kind of
Could
made
be
me
how
think
it
of
was
that.
meshed with like a
Yeah,
skin.
but it's not like he's.
But he's a synthezoid,
like
though.
he's like
Yeah.
vibranium. He's all right. So put it like this. It's like Wakanda's clothes.
the Kevlar. It's like blended with
Yeah.
the materials.
Well, no,
Yeah.
I'm not saying his outfit. I'm saying himself. He's
Well, I mean, his
kind of
outfit
like
is
He's
really
intermeshed.
blended. Okay.
You know what I mean? So I
Right.
think what decaying, what would make it decay is it was connected to
cells.
like skin type stuff. I made him.
Yeah, that
Okay.
Cho,
Okay, that
that
makes sense.
Dr. Cho, yeah, she had that synthetic skin that she was working with there.
So, we see the residents, and he's like, some of these are barely moving.
Right.
Which, to my point, that, she can't control everyone like we were talking about last time. Like, the people that, you're not seeing are probably, like, sleeping or, something like that. In this episode, we see a bunch of kids, and, Vision kind of goes off on his own, and he's, like, seeing glitched people. Ladies, like...
Do you see her, like, tears coming from her eyes?
Yeah, I
Right,
started, like, trying to not cry. Because it was just, like... And you see the tear drip, and it's like... Oh. That was so sad. And then, the brother somehow knows what's up and is like, hey, so how'd you do this? So I'm starting to think that McShittyface somehow sent him in. Like, trying to, like, probe for information or something. And she, tells him, I don't know how, I just felt alone, and then all of a sudden, this. But, part of that doesn't make sense, because obviously we seen in the one episode that she broke in and got Vision. Like, was she under some sort of spell that she doesn't even remember going and getting him?
Oh no, I think I think that we're gonna find out that the whole thing that even fucking started this was McShittyface was dissecting Vision. She found out about that shit and said, "Oh, hell to the no," and then, bam.
She had mentioned, she was like, I was so alone and I just felt like I lost everything.
And
That's
then
probably what
think
she
about
sees that.
Right. Think about going into a lab and then,
Maybe,
oh,
yeah.
fuck. Oh, here's my husband or whatever, fucking in pieces, you know? That could have caused the
Right.
whole thing.
Because obviously, like, why was he like we talked about this last week of why was he a part? Why was he, not a whole
Mhm.
thing? He's telling her, you're going against his will, blah blah blah. But like, he would have been buried somewhere then, not in pieces.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't leave him in pieces. No, he was not in pieces. He only had his little jewel thing taken out of his head.
I wonder if we might see them like taking his body from her, because we don't know like where his body went after the movies.
Right.
Like, I
No,
wonder
they
if she
never-
had him, was trying to bury, they take him from him or from her, and then she goes in, and that's how she sees him. And then she's like, no.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it could be damage control.
Well,
I mean, that's what
the other
they
thing
do.
about it is he died in Wakanda.
Hmm.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
how did like
Yeah.
Why is
what-
he not in
what
Wakanda?
did why was he not in Wakanda?
Yeah, why can they not
Kinda
repair
weird.
him
I
in
didn't think about that
Wakanda?
either.
Because remember, Shuri was trying to find a way to take the stone's powers and give him artificial intelligence without the stone.
Yeah.
Right, to keep his personality and whatever else. And that,
Just-
obviously they got interrupted.
Hmm.
So this is
Yeah.
very interesting, like how that lab even got possession of him.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see it. Well, I guess I'm not sure, but I hope so. Because that is an interesting question.
I really want to see her lose her shit. Come on.
Right.
It's
So then-
happening.
We seen, Vision tried to leave, and then the boys start getting their powers, which the one, is running fast, and the other one has some
Speed.
sort of telepathy.
Speed and Wiccan, I
Um,
believe.
And the part with Agnes is what I wanted to bring up.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
He oofs her out of her thing, and she's, hey, are you an Avenger? You're dead.
Yeah.
And he puts her back in. So that means she was under something,
Right.
which probably means she's not whoever you guys kept theorizing her as.
Agatha Harkness.
I
Yeah.
don't know, but the way that she was saying too, like when he did that, you're dead, like she was intentionally freaking out. So
Yeah.
I think it's still a coy, because when he put her back in, she magically, see you later, and just like move forward. Like that part just went a little too smooth after.
Well, you got to turn around because you can't go past Ellis Avenue, which
Yeah.
of course Vision did, and that was a crazy scene.
That was nuts.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
pretty crazy.
And my poor Darcy, because they done handcuffed her to the car.
Yeah, that dude's a dick.
Mr.
McShitty face?
McShitty
Yeah,
Yes.
douche face.
Yeah.
Pissed
She's
me
like,
off.
oh, did she say oh poop or oh, what did she say?
I thought so.
She
so.
said
Actually,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I know I ridiculed her on our last episode, but I will say on this episode I didn't get the, snappy comeback. She was actually doing some like cool shit, and so I'm starting
Now
to
she might have powers.
appreciate the character. Well, no, not Darcy. Monica Rambeau
'Cause
will
she
get
was already
powers.
through the.
But remember, Darcy
portal
just
twice.
got hit with it, so she might.
Right.
Something could come out of this.
I think the difference. I think the major difference between okay, so technically, the way I looked at it, when they brought the drone back in, drone was still glowing with Wanda's magic.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So
'Cause she-
when Monica got pushed out the hex or whatever, she had the magic on her. So not only did her atoms or whatever, her genes or whatever they said get
Her whole DNA
cells or
got
whatever
rewritten. Yeah.
got rewritten or whatever going in, but when she came out, which did it again, she had the magic on her. So overall, at the end of the day, Wanda got her powers from the mind. No, yeah, the Mind Stone, right? No, the Space Stone,
A Tesseract.
Tesseract, and so did Carol. Oh, and Wanda is manipulating what she's doing with, I'm guessing, Tesseract powers.
Mhm.
So there you go. You got Photon, aka
Yeah.
Ms. Marvel.
Yep. That's gonna be
Gonna get
sweet.
crazy.
It's the same thing to me. That's the way I looked at it.
Yeah.
I don't
See-
think she'll be the only one.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. We'll
The
see.
hero, like, I get what. Okay, I get it now.
There's a
That's where
couple
the
things
expert-
going. I briefly
mutants
mentioned
are going to be.
remember when they said I have somebody who's smart enough to get us in there?
Mm-hmm.
They've been teasing airspace, aeronautical engineers. I wonder if we might see our big cameo as Reed Richards coming soon.
I think that's very possible. I think that's obviously though, so I don't know. Like, I really am waiting because, like, even with the whole Mephisto thing, like, they could really do something to where it's not Mephisto, and just like so there's a lot that went on in this episode for sure. This is of course the Halloween episode, so we all got to see. It was, I don't know, I just thought it was really cool. We've got the Scarlet Witch, the Vision, Wiccan, Speed, all running around. Quicksilver, all running around in their comics.
Fucking hair gel.
Yeah, which so.
Oh,
And so Quicksilver is like looking like Mephisto to me though. So, and he's calling the twins demon spawn, which they are shards of Mephisto's soul. So that's but let me ask you guys, I want to make sure I'm in the right mind here. Do the twins look alike to you?
No.
really?
Could Wanda be manipulated and seeing them as twins and we don't? I don't know if I'm looking in too deep, but they keep on calling them the twins, and I'm like,
I mean, not all twins are identical, though.
I mean, look at Quicksilver and Wanda. They don't look alike.
but they're okay, but they're the boy and girl twins, which that makes sense that they're not going to be identical. So okay,
But
well,
even male and male twins are not always identical.
Remember the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, Daniel DeVito?
right.
Like, that actually can't happen.
I was not aware that you can have twins that look separate. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, very well.
Because what happens is, so identical twins are from the same egg that splits off into two.
Okay,
Other twins are from two separate eggs that get fertilized at the same time.
the more you know.
So
And
when
these
they
kids-
get pregnant twice, you actually
These kids
can't.
are magic, so
Yeah. Oh, totally. No. They're totally like Wanda can't control them. Wiccan has his mother's powers. Speed has his uncle's powers, and they're totally setting up the new Avengers here. By the way, if you didn't know that, the new Avengers is coming. We've got Wiccan. We've got Speed.
they're like, this time we need to get kids, so then we could do the franchise for 20
Right.
years instead of 10.
Right. Exactly. Hey, it's a good move. It's a good move.
Don't want
you
to get
got-
a 39-year-old.
Yeah.
Can we just say how hot she looked inside her comic accurate costume? Like, come on.
She looked adorable.
Yeah.
And I was going to
I
make the
will say that-
costume until Valheim happened all week, and then I didn't actually make the costume. So I'm a little disappointed at myself. Because I knew it was coming. I knew that this one was going to be this week, and I'm like, I'm going to make this. I have all the stuff. I have the plans. I have the patterns. I already bought the fabric like months ago. I have the wig. I'm going to make this. And then it was like, I just sat here and played this game all day for the whole week. And it was like, oh shit, I forgot to do the thing.
Day, the whole week. Oh, you're so funny.
Yeah. That's epic.
Yeah, do it.
What did we think about their excuses for the costume? So she was a Sokovian fortune teller, he's a Mexican wrestler, and they didn't even bother to explain Wiccans, and Speed was just doing what his uncle did, which was a Quicksilver. What did we think about that?
Wiccan, I thought, explained what he was. He's like, I'm this. And then,
I don't remember if he
I
did.
can't remember what he said.
he did say something, but I can't.
Now that you
Because
mention
then
it.
the other twin's like, oh, that's because you're the doofus or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's why he was dressed like his uncle.
You're right. You're right. He probably did. I think I remember. I just don't remember what. But yeah, that's cool. And that was really cool and fun about the Halloween episode. And so we see a lot of kids now. What's that?
The Kick-Ass reference.
Yeah,
Which-
yeah.
It's funny because both Quicksilvers were actually buddies in that film.
So let's talk about that. You mentioned both Quicksilvers. So we actually learned something that's really kind of significant here. Well, I don't know if it's significant, but so this is Pietro that we know from the MCU, but he looks like the Quicksilver from the Fox universe. We know this because he says, hey, last thing I remember is getting shot like a dog on the street, and then I hear you calling me. By the way, their accents went away. Which
that was part of what happened
which,
to yours?
I think he couldn't pull it off. That's why.
Yeah. Well, that's why they originally stopped Elizabeth Olsen after her first. They're like, yeah, you're just talk normal.
It is kind of a little. I don't know. I understand that like she's supposed to be acting, and I'm not trying to be like super woke or whatever, but that'd be like me trying to do like an African accent and I'm just butchering it. And
Right.
overall, at the end of the day, like, yeah, I'm black, but like, come on, that's disrespectful to. You know what I mean? Like, I can't do it. So just,
Right.
just take the part out. and even when she does it, when she did it in the last episode,
That was good. I thought that
it was good, but like it just, I don't know. Like it was good because it showed. It was good. It was good as a plot device because it showed like how fucking serious she was. But when she does it, it sounds terrible. So it was Gina Carano. Sorry, I had to
on Disney Plus.
And so Hayward McShittyface, by the way, finds a reason to try to exile Jimmy Woo, Monica Rambeau, and Darcy. But yeah, our boy Jimmy, just like as soon as they got clear, he just fucked that dude up. And of course, Monica sees that. Monica Rambeau,
tell me the plan, and she's like, Darcy's coward, like.
Hey, I don't think Monica Rambeau knew the plan, but she was like, "Oh, he bought that life. Okay, we're doing this."
I want this dude in the show permanently. Like,
yeah, he's good. He's a good character. Love it.
He's in the universe. He's got to be. He's gonna be the new director. The fuck.
Yeah. And so, and then you guys mentioned obviously. So, Vision convinces Wanda that he's on the neighborhood watch tonight. She finds out that's not true. But what we see is Vision is walking around, scoping stuff out. And what he discovers is basically the farther away you get from the center of town or Wanda, Jelly mentioned this, the less animated the people are. And that's where he encounters Agnes.
Ma'am, are those your kids? Ma'am.
And you see the tear roll, which was definitely crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But he goes past Ellis Street, which is where you can kind of get out, but as he's leaving,
makes me wonder though, like, so all these people are sleeping. Are they actually getting nutrition and things like that, or like, are they slowly starving?
I'm glad you brought that up. If you go back to the commercial, the kid was stuck. He couldn't open it because he was in repetitive.
That makes sense. Now I understand the commercial now, because it was funny because like. My kids were watching it, And they're like, "Oh, what's this?" They thought it was an actual commercial, and Hubs is like, "It's a fake commercial." I'm like, "Why'd you have to tell them? I wanted them to think this was a real thing, dumbass."
They did well though. That like late '90s, early 2000s,
Yeah.
like yogurt commercials. That was fucking
Yeah.
spot on.
You get the animal
Right?
with the sunglasses. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Hey, dude. But yeah, then he just fucking
So
sits
that
there
can
and
make
dies
sense
because he.
with that you
Yeah.
know, they're not
Yep.
getting anything. They're slowly dying because, well, she can't control everyone, so she's just kind of like,
Yep.
Yeah, buddy. It was morbid as shit, but yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, you're right. It's
Only survivors can eat. Like, what the fuck?
Yep. So yeah, I mean, just imagine all those people, malnutrition, starving, they're always in pain. So Vision, you know, he discovers that. He tries to get out. He does, but it's ripping him apart. Like, we're literally seeing him almost turn back into the corpse. And that's where Darcy blows her cover because she's concerned about him. Like, hey, fucking help him. He's telling him, hey, help the people, which was kind of cool. But then
He's a
Wiccan,
real hero.
yeah. But of course, Wiccan, his, I guess, son, you know, senses this basically. And then so does Wanda. She finds out. And so she expands the hex. Like, by a lot, by the way. I was like,
like
okay,
a
you
lot,
could
a
stop.
lot.
Yeah, I was like, you could, what's this all about?
Like,
He's
I don't
in,
think
he's
she
good.
was able to control it after a point because, you know, we see him go
Yeah.
back in.
Yeah.
And it cuts off when it hits Darcy, so we don't even know if it's stopped or if it just completely go. Like, it can go towns and towns, covering
Wait,
thousands.
Well, it kind of
of people.
didn't it stopped, or did McShitty Face just end up driving fast enough? I
The
figured it
credits
stopped.
cut
That's why
off
they got away
before it
from it.
showed.
Yeah.
I see.
yeah.
Because Darcy was like, "Oh fudge," and then it cut off. Like,
I mean, they could have just showed it in the credits, you know, because the credits are 17 minutes long.
Yeah.
The credits are
Yeah.
really effing
Oh,
long
I
because
remember-
my
I remember-
dumbass is waiting to see if there's something after them.
Right now.
Okay,
Every time.
is there something? Is there? Oh, there's not something. Wait, there's a stop and there's different credits. Maybe there's something after this one.
Hey, no,
Well, fuck.
no. Yeah.
Fucking
Fucking
Marvel
Marvel.
always has you sitting there waiting
Marvel
after
has
credits
ruined
because you're like,
credits.
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
there isn't shit like other franchises and other companies.
my dumbass forgetting that I have fast forward.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, you can
Guys,
do that.
Disney Plus has fast forward. Now that I think about it,
Oh,
we don't have
Right.
that in live TV or movies. Why is our dumb asses not going forward through the credits? We're stupid and sitting there watching
so
stupid ass
conditioned.
things.
Yeah, exactly. We're just conditioned, you know, in the
the
theater
lights
to
and the
just sit
colors, they be flipping around and doing the.
there. Yeah.
Just like, oh, I wonder.
And
if
then the
something's
music changes for the second one, and you're like, oh,
Yep.
you're still watching the stupid things.
I do want to point something out though. Somebody mentioned time of the credits. That's funny that we have based off of the original director's announcement, this was going to be 6 hours worth of material. We've only hit about 3 hours and 15 minutes with 3 episodes left.
Are we
Yeah,
gonna
I
get
saw-
like a big episode?
We should.
Feige has confirmed the last 3 episodes will be an hour long each.
Oh,
Yeah, that'll make the wife
They're
happy.
doing Winter Soldier movie style for the end. And that's what I've been fucking
That
waiting
means
for.
shit's going
I'm
to
sorry,
hit the
these
fan.
last 2 episodes, except when they get real, are so mad. But there's one thing that I will say that I noticed in the Wiccan fourth walling, breaking the fourth wall. Nobody seems to pay attention to when he does that. It's just like a thing.
Oh, he did
But
it about
when-
the criminal style where he's talking to the camera.
Right. But everybody just carries on like, oh, you know, it's normal, blah, 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 blah. But he's not doing anything, which is how, you know, usually those fourth wall breaks work. But Petra or Peter, or I don't know what you want to call
Caught
him.
that?
He recognizes that, you know,
Yeah.
he's doing that, and then that's when he goes and offers his assistance, which gave me some, you know, imposter vibes. And then McShitty Face is giving me imposter vibes too.
Yeah.
A whole part where, well, one, when they tried to when he tried to kick out Monica and Darcy and first off, he was disrespectful as fuck. That was unprofessional as hell.
Yeah.
Which threw it off. Number one, and fucking Monica was like, "Nigga, what did you just say to me?" I thought she was about to beat his ass. I was like, "Girl, you better get that man." Just how all that's going. The connection that you made with, you know, why was Vision in pieces and like all this other kind of stuff like that. It's either we like Sword. Sword is good, right?
For the most part.
Yeah,
for the most part, right? Exactly. Like,
so you know what you doing, fam? Why you doing some shit, fam? Yeah. Now Shield would do shit like that too, but like I don't know. I felt like Shield was a little bit different. But I don't know. I'm getting some imposter vibes going down. You know, there's gonna be some Scooby-Doo ruse in a couple episodes. So
I feel like he's just kind of like a dick looking for control and power to do his own thing for his own advantages. But I do feel like he sent in Peter.
I mean, it's a good call.
Yeah, I mean, we never found out what happened to the beekeeper.
Yeah. Right, still, like, what happened to that beekeeper? Yeah. I still want to know that.
Oh, she rewound it, but that mean that he went back? Or no, because he didn't have the
rope.
When they
came
back, it's like it was a jump
rope.
Yeah.
It was a jump rope, and it wasn't connected to him anymore.
Mm-hmm. I wonder.
Yeah, you about to make me watch this whole goddamn series again.
I wonder if this influences what happens with Sword, because you know, we talked about this before, but Far From Home takes place months later.
Mm-hmm.
D, and I know have you seen Far From Home yet, D?
Yeah, but I don't remember a whole lot of it, to be honest with you.
The after credits scene with Nick Fury.
With the Skrulls?
Shit. He's the director of Sword at that time.
Ah.
But this is months down the road.
He's a Skrull. Wasn't he a Skrull, though?
Nick Fury on Earth was. Nick Fury ship is actually him.
That's right, where he's in that chair on the beach. I gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Huh, interesting.
So it's like shit's just...
I think Nick Fury's been a Skrull since... Wait, did he get dusted? Oh, shit.
Yeah, because remember Maria Hill? That's when they called...
Oh, yeah. So they got dusted. He came back.
He still could have been a Skrull, though, because remember, she helped save them, so they were friends.
So, I was watching a video. I've watched them all at this point, but I think his name is Spoiler Alert or Heavy Spoilers. Great fucking channel about Easter eggs. All of these movies, not all of these movies, a good number of these movies. One of the Easter eggs that he was talking about, I think in an Avengers one, is so since we know that Nick Fury was a Skrull at the end of
Far From Home.
Was it the end of Far From Home?
Yeah.
Because that's when him and Maria had switched, whatever. That one stuff that he was saying to it gives it away based off of stuff that he was saying throughout that movie. So, you know, the question that we beg or that's being begged is one. I forgot how long of a difference was Far From Home.
I think it was 6 or 7 months.
6 or 7 months. 6 or 7 months. Yeah. So he must have got back. They beat Thanos, and then that nigga dipped. But yeah. This is it's getting spicy, and I like it. But check out Heavy Spoilers because I I like the way he breaks down some shit, and he's always like, if you find some more that I don't find, like let me know and I'll redo the videos or whatever. But those are, I mean, most of them we already kind of know or whatever, but there's some
Yeah.
surprising ones that are in there. It's pretty cool.
Guess I'm gonna rewatch everything again.
Yeah, that's what I did during COVID. I literally just finished Endgame a few days ago. Every goddamn time. Every time. I can't watch
Yeah.
that movie, man. Every time. At the end of it, I just be every
Yeah.
time. I can't watch the
When
movie
I'm
like
crying
that.
during movies, Hugs always turns. Are you crying? Yeah, I'm fucking crying. Dad.
Oh my god.
It is
Him,
indicated.
Are you crying? I'm like having my pillow up here,
Right.
wiping my eyes.
Oh
like,
man. That's hilarious.
noise.
As
Let
the
me just
one
cry during movies. This is why I watch movies by myself, because you're judging me for crying at movies.
That's the only time I really cry is movies. Like that. I watched
Or if I
Judas
stub my
Judas
toe.
and the Black Messiah yesterday, or no, Judas and the Black Messiah Friday, and after like every because I know what happens, you know, because Freddie Hampton is one of my big heroes or whatever in history or whatever. And man, it was like 30 minutes in. Every time I knew some shit was about to happen, I'm just. But then some real shit that it was shit in real life will happen. I'm just like,
Yeah.
You just get angry in real life. You're just like,
yeah, right.
but it's like,
Oh, he
All
does
right.
episode breakdowns.
Well, real quick, guys, before we get off to the end of the show here, real quick. In regards to WandaVision, we've heard that there's going to be a Luke Skywalker moment. I think it's a little bit impossible. I can't imagine anything that would have that impact, but nonetheless, we're supposed to get a Luke Skywalker moment. So, Volsker, let's start with you. Any ideas on who we're going to see in this Luke Skywalker moment?
So I kind of mentioned Reed Richards, but I guess it
Mhm.
depends how you look at it. Is it somebody already established, or is it new? Well, Fantastic Four don't exist, so while I still think this is going to generate the Fantastic Four, I don't think he's going to be the Luke Skywalker. I'm going to throw this out, and you guys might laugh. We haven't seen him in the movies since the original Avengers. Agent Coulson.
Oh, wow. Okay. I have not heard that. All right.
Isn't he dead?
No, because remember they resurrected him in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
No, but isn't he dead in Agents of Shield though?
I mean,
They've been doing multiverse stuff. I thought.
it's not technically tied into everything, so I think we
Oh,
can
that's
see.
true. That's
But
very,
then
very true.
you're speaking of
right. Good point.
multiverse, could be a different version.
Multiversal Agent Coulson. Okay, interesting. J100. Any what's your pick for our Luke Skywalker moment here? What do you any idea?
Hot take. I don't want to say this. This is what I think. Ready? Captain America.
Okay, Captain America. Makes sense. We've been hearing about these rumors of him returning to the role, and that would be very unexpected. I did not think of that either. So, okay. Wow, we got some good stuff here.
To say Robert Downey Jr.
I wanted to, but
I could see it. You were like,
yeah, I was waiting for that. I was
wanted to.
waiting for that.
I wanted to so bad. When Dee asked the question, I'm like, I'm gonna say Robert, but then I was thinking about it like,
I mean, it's possible with her mind fuck. Like, he's
Yeah.
one of the few that was close to her. Like, you never
He's
know.
the one
Like,
that helped made Vision. Maybe she thinks that he could fix him to make him whole to, keep him out of her little bubble.
Interesting. Well, Jelly, what about you? You got any ideas for our Luke Skywalker moment?
Well, she keeps being mentioned over and over and over, and we don't know what happened to her. Where's our Captain Marvel?
damn. Damn,
Where's
Mm.
that's a
Carol?
good one.
Yep. Yep.
You know, whenever she
Yeah.
come in, she be fucking motherfuckers up. So
Because
would be
wasn't
very
she
Luke Skywalker like.
planet hopping and doing whatever between planets before? Like, we don't even know what she was doing before. Was she looking for the stones before? Is that what she was doing?
No, she was dealing with because the snap since Earth was fucked up. She was saying in Endgame because I just seen it, but she was saying in Endgame that there's more planets that all the other planets got snapped out too, and
Right.
they're not doing it either. So she was going around doing planet stuff, but
Interesting.
They don't have Avengers.
I don't know why I forgot about this, but I forgot about the scene when she comes in. I think they were like fighting or something.
To the ship?
Thanos had just started doing the shooting stuff, and Peter was running with the glove with the gauntlet, and she comes through and just
Yeah, she goes right through his ship, and then
and then comes with Thanos. Boy, that's my scene. I don't care. I don't care what the quartering says about Brie Larson. I love Brie Larson as Captain Marvel. That is a great movie. She is a great character. I don't know what the fuck these people are watching. They're just being haters and doubling down.
I enjoyed it. I thought it was good.
that's
I
it.
think
Great.
she's also pretty
I have to
hot.
watch that again too.
Now, too, at the end of that movie, she also mentions that there's other societies and civilization that needs help. So she's also before the snap, like helping people. That's why she was out in space.
And that's why Monica's mad at her because she ain't never come back.
for what she
That's what it
knows,
seems
Monica was technically
Oh,
kind
that's
of
true.
gone.
Yeah,
and,
Right.
that's super
She
true.
doesn't know she came back.
hey, I'm home. You didn't save her. Credits.
Mm.
Right. She was like, bitch, I beat Thanos. What you talking about?
God, he's just
Full
whipped
time
that
having
stone
it.
out.
Yeah, that
Man,
was
that'd be
cool.
great. I would love to watch them fight. Oh, that was creepy. Sorry.
That was
A different kind of
Um,
fight.
yeah. I mean, it was still cool. Like he headbutted her, and like she doesn't move. So yeah, he takes the power stone out. Like that was a really cool scene.
That was
All right.
super dope.
That whole fucking fight scene, like I could watch it over and over. That was just
I can't because I'm gonna cry at the end.
you
'cause
took
of what
everything from me. I don't even know who you are.
happened. Bam, boom, bah, wah, wah.
He would have been gone.
All right, Wanda, you get his ass. And then 3 weeks later, she's over here creating fucking
Yeah.
Pleasantville.
All
Joey's
right.
like,
So
Wrath of a Woman.
as for my pick of who our Luke Skywalker moment will come from, there's two people in mind. That's Magneto and Professor X. And I'm thinking it's going to be Professor X, though. Magneto is the more obvious choice, but I'm thinking that Professor X may need to be the one. McAvoy. I think they're going to bring. I think that this Evan Peters guy coming back is kind of a clue that maybe we're going to get some Fox recap or Fox people returning to their role.
And rumors are they did offer what's his face to come
Stewart,
back.
Patrick Stewart, and he said no. Right. And James
Right.
McAvoy is younger, and so I think he's going to be
on a 20-year run, bro.
right. So I think he's going to come and he's going to have to kind of unfuck Wanda's head or do some Phoenix mind blocking that he does for Jean to keep her from going crazy with the Phoenix. So
I mean,
he's
I
my pick.
recently did see the snippet of him talking to Wanda in comic form. So that
Mhm.
kind of does make sense of him going, hey, you need to stop this. Somebody shared it on Facebook.
The House of M, because
Yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh.
I think
That's
so.
when the X-Men
In the
were on their
comics.
own. He comes back to help because of the shit going on.
It's
Right.
comic books. I thought you were saying you saw
Right.
a WandaVision.
No, it was
thing. Or was
comic books.
Oh,
Because it was tied into what the we didn't
Somebody
stop.
done shared it on Facebook. And I was like, ooh,
Yeah.
I see what
That
I like.
whole House of M series, like I think is anybody should fucking read it. Like, that was badass.
The funny thing is, when I was going through my comics, I found House of M comics.
Yes,
And I was like, oh, look
Right.
at this. Doom was on the front of one of them. I'm like, oh.
You know what really gets fucked in that whole art? Like, that whole storyline around Peter Parker, like, that just holds some weird shit where everything's perfect back in his life and like nobody's dead, and like, it was like she fucked with
Yeah.
everybody. Like, and Don can probably elaborate before we get to the rabbit hole. Like, she basically was trying to give everybody their desires of what they want or have lost. And so it was just really fucking depressing in some parts.
Yeah, but it went horribly wrong though, because they snapped everything back to reality, and she's like, "Where's my fucking kids? Oh, we couldn't save them. What? No more mutants. Bam."
You know, it's almost just like what Disney did, and they were like, no more Gina.
Yeah. Thanos snapped. I know. Did any of you see the video clip where they're like, you know, where they showed the part from Deadpool 1 where Colossus is just fucking beating the brakes off of her character? I can't believe I haven't seen like someone put like the Lucasfilm logo on Colossus as he's like just beating the shit out of her. But anyway,
There you go. Put this shit on our Twitter, man. Get people joined.
fun times, fun times. All right, well we were going to talk about this new Justice League trailer, but I think we can save that.
Oh, it's simple. Ready? Trash. Okay, continue.
You didn't like Joker and his new long Mitch Hedberg hair? Do you ever remember Mitch Hedberg? I bet that reference is just way too much.
Yeah, I do. I remember Mitch.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't look.
Yeah.
It just looks.
It's dark.
I understand. It's like, because if you watch Endgame is shot dark. It's
Right.
not a bright movie. It's dark, especially at the end. But they're talking about making a sequel to no, not the sequel to Snyderverse, but like they're trying to make it a universe. And still haven't watched the first one. I got HBO Max now, so I should probably do that.
Yeah, check it out. I'm sure you'll enjoy it.
I got HBO Max. That doesn't mean I'm gonna touch that. It's not gonna touch that.
No, I just haven't seen it yet, so I feel like I gotta watch it and just do this the whole time.
I will watch it, and I think I'll probably enjoy it more than the original because this is what it was supposed to be from the beginning. Like, all of Whedon's shit's cast. We ain't got no funky digital edited lip going on. You got crazy ass black suit, Superman. Leto looks better. I'll have to see how it really plays out. He reminds me of Sean Murphy's White Knight Joker when he's in the GCPD bulletproof vest. So he looks 1,000 fucking times better, and he doesn't look like he wants to go to a rave or drop the soap for telling on a bunch of criminals. But we'll have to see. God, I hate that Joker. Told you.
Well, we'll have plenty of time to hate on him, especially when we watch that piece of shit. But
I'm afraid I'm gonna like it, and then we're never gonna get him as Joker again because they recast him with Phoenix. Like, he was supposed to get his own movie.
well, that's the double-edged sword there. It's either going to be shit or it's going to be really good, and we're going to be like, oh, well, we're not going to get any more of this ever again. So it's not going to be a good experience all around, in my opinion.
It's not gonna.
Well, the movie could be shit, like, across the board, but, like, his portrayal could be decent. Like, I think Affleck's portrayal as Batman is fucking top-notch. Just the movies are shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's the glimming sparkle in a pile of shit, basically.
You'll have to savor you'll have to savor that flavor because you like the Batfleck. And he's only
I
got
put
so
a
much
cape
more.
on a couple of days ago, and I made a fantastic Batman. All I had to do is keep running around saying, "I'm Batman."
That's
hear,
it.
Did you
Yeah.
hear Michael Keaton used to do that at Holland while they were filming Spider-Man?
What's that?
Tom Holland said that during action sequences, Michael Keaton would just go, "I'm Batman."
Oh,
Oh yeah. That's just
Ugh.
funny.
these people just showed
I'm
you.
Look
Gotta
at
love
me.
click on.
Gotta love
I'm about
Christian
to
Bale
click on
Batman.
Justice League, and I feel so conflicted.
Well, you do that. Let's go
Make
ahead
sure
and
you wash your hands afterwards.
sanitize thoroughly. But let's go ahead. Let's put in a
Maybe
pin
take
in
a
her
shower.
for tonight. Get some antiseptic.
You know, take a
Spray.
shower anyway.
Take
Put
3.
deodorant on, take a shower, brush your teeth, floss.
Like,
Guys,
all right.
self-care is
Ready
very
to wash
important. Make sure you massage your scalp.
And then I'm
Very
going to show you a
important.
picture where I got throw up all over my floor.
Don't forget to wash your ass.
Be doing a lot of cleaning for the Snyder Cut and Justice League.
Just in general. Some people would just be stinky.
It's good advice. It's good advice. You don't want to be the stinky kid. All right. Well, hey, let's go ahead and put a pin in her for tonight, guys. But before we do, real quick, let's just make sure that you know where to find all the Omega Level Nerds. So, J100, sir, where can we find you?
You can check me out on youtube.com/J100TV. I'm on Twitter at J100. And that's really it. I kind of lost all my stuffs. So check me out. And I should be I'm back into my work schedule. So should be getting back to I mean, I'm still not gonna stream on the weekends because I work 22 hours in 2 days. But
God damn.
yeah, I know, right? And I didn't sell anything this weekend, so I'm very pissed. But
Oh, fuck.
I'm going. It's Monday night. I think I'm doing book club, and then Tuesday and Wednesday I'm off. So I'll probably get some Chrono Trigger in, probably get some Valheim in. I'm talking some shit, and then book club, and then Friday Friday night I'll probably do book club, and then that's about it. So I can't really stream as much anymore, but I'll do a little bit. So hopefully you guys come through.
All right, absolutely. And Jelly Rose, how about you?
You can find me normally streaming on Twitch Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at Jelly Rose. I'm going to attempt to start doing more YouTube, TikTok, and Patreon things. So you can find me on those as well. And I really want to start blogging. It's like all these things that I want to do, but then I get distracted by other things. But if you guys haven't seen this lovely thing above my head, if you're watching the video, you can see that. Otherwise, you can go to J3LLI3 ROS3 on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. While everything else is just Jelly Rose. Yeah. Don't forget to check out my team too, ccteam.net, because we have some amazing content creators out there, and we have our own servers for many games, including Valheim, Deadside, Ark, Koan Exiles, Minecraft, and something I don't fucking remember.
Awesome. Yeah, go check all that out. Volsker, what about you, sir?
Yeah, so obviously, YouTube's still not fancy enough to have a custom URL, but got videos up on there. Just type in Volsker, you'll see one of the many videos. Twitter at Volsker. I am Volsker on Instagram. And every wonderful week, getting hot and nerdy with these guys with the Omega Level Nerds.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so please visit our Twitter at OmegaLevelNerds.com and follow us there. And if you are listening to the show and not watching it, you can see our wonderful faces. Just go to YouTube, search for Omega Level Nerds. We will pop up, and give us a follow, a like, hit the notification bell, all that other stuff that people tell you during their videos. That does help out a lot. For me personally, just go to at @dsquare72 on Twitter. And of course, I have a link to my YouTube there as well. And should have some reviews, 1 or 2 coming soon on superheroespeak.com. So check out mine and Volsker's comic book reviews there. All right, well, thank you very much, everyone, for listening or watching today. I appreciate that very much. And as always, peace and love. And we'll talk to you again soon.